When we were locked down, we were supposed to be going to England in April. So in one respect, it was hard, but we actually did not stop at all during the pandemic. It just had to readjust when we got back into the studio. And I'm really chuffed about the fact that we were able to do that when so many people went under. And now we just keep going.
I was teaching and I wanted to impart what I had done, what I knew. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to make a place for them to train, and I will train them as best I can to give them the best opportunity to go out and be a dancer. So that's how SLK started. And then the company was something I've always wanted to do. I miss the theatre. Not necessarily hankering after dancing on it, but that was part of my life that I loved. I miss the smell, I miss the getting a show on, getting it ready, getting it on stage, hearing the critics, whether they're good or bad, or hearing the audience. Like, I just missed that. So as well as the school, now I have the Chevalier company, which is like my little dream that I'm hoping, we'll be able to go forwards.
If I'm looking for a dancer to join the company, I need the willingness to go out and feel uncomfortable. Because I think if you push those boundaries a little bit more, you'll actually see that you can do a whole lot more than you think you can do. What I see, what I have in my mind, and how I move could be totally different from the dancer I'm working with. So I like to create on them and have their input, whether it's verbal or just the way they work and move. It could be a total change of what the beginning of the concept was and the final result.
He's absolutely going over the person that's here.
As a dancer, because I came into the professions later than, say, most people, I had a hunger about, I had to learn everything. The main thing for me was to dance on stage. It just was inside of my being, and I would do anything to get there. My background is European English, very clean, pure English system. Then I went over to Russia and had the absolute best of the Russian system, because it was all about the back and the port de bras and the expressiveness of the drama of the artist, as well as the technique of the artist.
They used to call me the little English Russian girl. And then I got my first chance to be on the Kirov stage 3 months after I'd been there to do Nutcracker. For me, it was like, this is the life that Pavlova, that Nijinsky, that all these famous people have walked through the same corridors that I'm walking through. Like, I have to be here.
I try to be there for my dancers. I want them to know that I only want the best for them. And I want to push them to the point where they maybe are going to tell me I can't do anymore, but they can, and you push past that, and that's what makes you the better artist. And I really can see that Chevalier, the ballet company that I have right now, the dancers that I'm working with, there is so much talent within that small collective that I need to push them. I need them to see that they can do more.
it's interesting being with the school for some of the classes. I was observing her teaching method, and she's so not condescending, but so motivating. And that's so rare in the dance world, because there's this theory that's like teachers should be tough on their dancers. And absolutely, you need to be pushed. Any athlete does. But there's so much of a mental aspect with dance. And if you don't have a teacher that believes in you and that's going to support you while pushing you to be your personal best, it could be detrimental. So I think she's incredible, and I'm so grateful to be dancing for her. To me, the movement is a way to express what words can't, and it's a beautiful thing that each piece of choreography you could kind of incorporate a little bit of your own story and whatever you're going through in that point in time. And sometimes it's emotional, and it is challenging to lose yourself in the movement itself and forget who you are and just let your emotions out. But usually it's very rewarding. So.
A performer is someone who can totally immerse himself in what they're doing and make the audience believe it. You know, whether it's an abstract piece or a story, you know, there's a whole story behind it. And you'll see, I mean, even with masks on, you know, when the performer's performing, that you can see it in their eyes, you can see it, you can feel it. I mean, I need to feel it coming from their pores. And if you're performing like that, it's not all about the technique. Of course, they need to have that, and for the classical roles, they need very good technique, and I insist on that. But that's only part of being a performer. A performer is the whole person, the whole package. I always had my teacher tell me, you can think about the technique, you can think about the corrections, you can think about all these little elements of what goes into this show, but once you step on stage, you have to be the role. You have to be in that moment.
For me, performing is really the ability to contribute to someone's day. I don't do performing for myself. I mean, as much as it feels great, it's about the audience and what I can contribute to them and make people smile or make people feel the heartache that the dance is showing, and to immerse them in the moment that's happening on stage.
We don't have ranks, we don't have corps de ballet, we don't have soloist, principal status within the company, but we do have the opportunity for the dancers to be in those roles. And what's unique about Chevalier Ballet is that most of the dancers will get, at some point during that time that they're with us, they will get a chance to do some corps de ballet work, so they'll get a chance to do soloist work, they'll get a chance to do some pas de deux that maybe if they were in a bigger company, they would not have chance to do or even audition for. So I think this is a really good opportunity for these dancers to experience all of these different parts within a ballet.
It's nice. We have a tight group of not many dancers, but we're pretty tight together, I feel like. We know each other well, and all the rep we do is nice. If we're in a bigger company, we wouldn't get this many I guess, opportunities to perform bigger roles, I guess, at this stage of our careers. This is a positive from the Nutcracker. It happens at the end of Act 1 before all the snowflakes come in. But in this version, it's the Snow Queen and the King. So they're dancing for Clara, which is the main girl in the Nutcracker, and then they lead the snowflakes on.
It can be tough. As a dancer, you're always like trying to work to be better or do more, or there's always like something to work on that can get a little overwhelming, but it's just like bringing you back to why you do it in the first place and trying to sort of just let go of that sometimes and just dance for yourself and do what feels nice. So.
And left, that's it. And out, that's it. Roll it down. And finish. Stop. Use your clear. You can save yourself the clear. It's to you that you want to keep it further away so it doesn't have a chance to break. Yeah, that's it. That's what you need every day. Every day, even if I'm not saying it, just get him and say, can we do this? Yeah, because I'll bring this every day. And it'll work. And you'll feel better as well. It's really good back. Yeah? Okay, sorry guys. It's all yours.
When you get involved with either like a character or a story ballet and the music and everything, it just takes you to like another place that you can't really get through anything else. And I think that's still the main reason why I love it.
Here's the circle of love. It's been a challenge getting this show on the road, but we've got it, guys. And the beauty of this one is we get to do it again next week. So I just want to say that just dance away. It's just lovely to have this kind of thing happening for us in this time that we're living in. And I just want you to be happy on stage. That's all. That's what I just want that to happen. Okay, so just enjoy it. Yeah, and thank you for stepping in. Here we go. Have a great show, everybody.
I would like my dancers to be recognized as talented individuals. I would like Chevalier Ballet Company to be recognized as a strong classical and contemporary touring company. I want us to be on the map. I want people to be able to come and see us and enjoy what we have to give. And I'd like us to go to places where people can't travel to see us, and maybe we can reach there to give them an experience of what we're about. We can recreate beautiful dances, beautiful ballets of the present, but we've got to honor those dances of the past too, and have those classical pieces of ballet just like you have the classical pieces of music, and to be able to share that with people that have never seen or heard of these ballets. That is important to me, especially coming from somewhere with a background like Russia that has that rich culture. So to sort of balance that with the new stuff that we do and the rock band stuff that we do, I think we're really unique. And I really believe that the company has a role to play within the ballet world. I do. I really believe it. And I'm very proud of what we've achieved so far.